is covered again. Oopsie. This is going to be fun to do because I'm laughing. So, I finally figured out my camera issues in deciding to use my computer's webcam instead of my iPod camera, because having crappy video quality is less terrible than having a video where nobody can hear me. So, I'm finally doing a book review for one of my favorite books that I discovered quite a while ago. Although when it initially came out, I didn't want to read it, but I ended up eventually reading it, and it was definitely worth that. So, the book. Don't know if you can really see it that well because this webcam isn't that great, but it has a really awesome cover. It is Moonset by Tracey, the same author of the Witch Eyes series. So if you liked that one, you will probably like this because it is similar in that it's about witches. But this one is a little different because there's like a sort of a different magic system, and it's rooted more in like covens, which, in case you didn't know, is like a group of witches who work together towards a common goal kind of thing. And there's like an actual like magic governing body called like the Council of Witches. And so the story of this series is so covens are like a big thing, and they have this thing called the coven bond that like binds them together so that like if one of them gets hurt, they all sort of feel it. And there's this one coven in a town called Caramel. They call themselves Moonset. And they started out with like good intentions, but eventually became like witch terrorists and started like engaging in dark magic and killing people, and became like this great evil that eventually had to be defeated by and put down by the Witches' Council. And when they were defeated, they found that the coven had had children who they also bound with the coven bond. So the series starts with those kids being kind of like watched over by the council and being kind of treated like ticking time bombs, like they're all just waiting for them to go evil like their parents. And it kind of like puts them all on edge and makes them act out in different ways. And so the book starts with them in like their 5th school or something that they've been moved to, because one of them keeps like, because they keep like acting out and getting themselves expelled. And this time there's a pair of twins, and one of them, the female one, her name is Jenna, and she's my favorite, which is new. I usually don't like the female character in books like these the most, but in the series I do. And she started a riot where lots of people got hurt, and I think there was like a fire and stuff. So they get moved to the town where their parents came from, Caramel, and have to go to like a new school and are being like actively taken care of by like members of the Witches' Council, one of whom is also my favorite. His name is Quinn. I love him. He's hilarious. And so the kids. So there are the twins. There's Justin and Jenna, and this book is from Justin's point of view. And then the oldest is called Malcolm. And then there's Cole, and then the youngest is named Bailey, and they all have like their own unique sort of powers. Like Bailey is like really empathetic and stuff like that. And I think Cole might be slightly clairvoyant or something based on what happens in Darkbound. Spoilers. Trying not to be a spoiler, but sometimes it's hard. And so in this one, it's like they're kind of discovering what made their parents go evil, like how the town like remembers them, and then they have to deal with like an evil that their parents kind of brought into the world called an abyssal prince. And I really love the Abyssal Princes. They're so interesting. And the concept and the way they're described in the books. My one complaint is that there is a heterosexual love story, and even though I do like the girl, the love interest of Justin, I still don't like that there had to be a love story. But I guess if you do like that sort of stuff, you will like that. And then if you don't, then the rest of the book, like me, then the rest of the book definitely makes up for it. So, the main reason why I decided to do this book recommendation now is because the series is getting re-released. Like, the first 2 books are getting re-released with new covers. And the first one, Moonset, which is this one, just got that re-release on Amazon Kindle like a week or 2 ago. And so if you do decide to buy it, you should do that, because if the re-releases do well, then it's hopefully going to start publishing again. And we'll get the 3rd one, which is going to be in Jenna's point of view, which I really, really want. And if you like this one, then definitely read the next one, which is called Darkbound. And it has an even cooler cover, in my opinion. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching.